Hi, I'm John Cranton with Proline Daily. It is Saturday, big Saturday, college basketball tournament play going on. Got a free pick in the NBA coming up. First, let's go through a couple of these games here. You got the 5th-seeded Virginia Cavaliers against the 4th-seeded Florida Gators in tournament action. Florida small favorite here, 1.5 up to 2. But the totals come down from 127.5 to 125.5. And why is that? Well, this Virginia team coming off a close game against NC Wilmington squeezed out a 5-point victory as a 7.5-point favorite. That's the third straight game they went over the total. However, that's not the norm with this Virginia team. 6-3 run under the total. They're a phenomenal defensive team all across the board. Virginia leads the nations in scoring defense. They shot pretty well that last game, but their game is playing defense. Now, Virginia gave up 10 3-pointers in that last game. Are the Florida Gators capable of doing that? Well, sure, they're capable of doing it, but are they going to? That's only the third time in the last 33 games that the Cavaliers have given up 10 3-pointers or more in a game. The Florida Gators are a terrific defensive team as well. They're ranked 13th in the nation in field goal shooting defense, under 40% as a team. And also, this tournament will be in the state of Florida. This game's in Orlando. And Florida, when playing tournament games in this state, their own state, 10-1 straight up, extremely good. But let's take a look at some of these totals trends to figure out why this total is moving down. And it makes perfect sense. You got a Virginia team that is on 11-5-1 run under the total. When they're in the role of underdog like they are today, 47-19 under the total. And Virginia is in the role of underdog, 30-12 against the spread. Very impressive. Meanwhile, the Florida Gators, they're on a 4-1 run under the total, playing their best defense at the right time in the role of favorite, 7-3 under the total. And in tournament, when they're playing at a neutral site as a favorite, they are 21-8 under the total. Let's take a look at another game here. You got Iowa State against Purdue tonight. And you got the 5th-seeded Cyclones against the number 4-seeded Purdue Boilermakers, both from the middle part of the country. You got Purdue open one, but now Pick'em, that great offense of Iowa State, and that guard play is certainly getting some respect the way they have looked, not just the last game, but also in the Big 12 tournament. They were sensational. Monte Morris, he bypassed the NBA draft last year to come back for his senior season. He leads this very talented guard attack, and it's kind of a clash in styles here because Purdue has the great front court. They can dominate the glass, but guard play is exceptionally important this time of the year, and Iowa State is absolutely loaded with that. Swanigan for Purdue is just a dominant front court player. I'm sure they're going to feed the ball to him. So if you're looking for some prop bets on him, he's probably going to get a lot of opportunities. But the Cyclones are outstanding when they face a winning team, 21-8 against the spread. Purdue is also on a terrific spread run. As far as the total, though, we're seeing the line moving up a little bit. Well, that makes sense. Purdue, when they play on neutral sites, 7-0 over the total. And this Iowa State team has been tremendous. 17-4 run over the total. When they face the Big Ten, which they do when they face Iowa during the regular season, they're 15-5-1 over the total. All right, let's go to a free play in the NBA for Saturday night. You got San Antonio playing the Memphis Grizzlies. These are two of the best defensive teams in the NBA. Memphis prefers a slower pace, while San Antonio, well, they can play any style, but you look at the defensive numbers for the Spurs. 3rd in the NBA in field goal shooting defense, 2nd in the NBA in points allowed. And you look at the numbers when the Spurs give up 100, when they score 100 points or more, they are 12-4 under the total the next game. And of course, Memphis 4th in the NBA in points allowed. And when they play at home, Memphis is on a 6-2 run under the total. So that's how we'll go with the free play for Saturday. San Antonio, Memphis under the total. Make sure you tune in Sunday with Proline Daily. We'll see you then.